Have you ever played a game, maybe like Call of Duty or Battlefield, where you get a clean shot on some dude from across the map? You line it up perfectly, account for bullet drop, wind, maybe even the Coriolis effect if you're feeling really fancy, and bam, headshot. Satisfying, right? Well, imagine doing that in real life, with real consequences, because that's what snipers do, and it's way more intense than any video game. These are people operating in the most extreme conditions, under unimaginable pressure, making shots that seem impossible. We're talking about distances that would make a mountain goat think twice about the climb, wind that could knock you off your feet, and targets that are sometimes barely visible to the naked eye. These are the best of the best, the most patient, the most skilled, the most stone-cold badasses to ever look down the barrel of a rifle. And in this video, we're counting down the top 5 craziest, most impressive sniper shots in history. So buckle up, because we're about to dive into the world of long-range precision, where legends are made and records are broken. Let's do this! Alright, first up, we're heading straight into the freezing hellscape of the Winter War. Picture this. Finland, 1939, it's minus 40 degrees, you're bundled up in more layers than a parfait, and the Russians are invading. Not exactly ideal vacation weather, am I right? Enter Simo Heha, a Finnish farmer who, before the war, was just chilling hunting game in the snow. Little did he know those skills would make him a legend. See, Simo wasn't just any farmer, he was practically a ninja with a rifle. He knew the terrain like the back of his hand, could disappear into the snowdrifts like a phantom, and his aim? Let's just say he could shoot the wings off a fly from 100 paces. Now Simo was old school. He used iron sights instead of a scope because he believed it made him faster and harder to spot. Plus, the scope glinting in the sun could give away his position. Talk about dedication. This guy was practically invisible, picking off Russians left and right. They called him the White Death, and for good reason. By the time the war ended, Simo had racked up a mind-blowing 505 confirmed kills, making him the deadliest sniper in recorded history. The Russians were so terrified of him they started shelling his positions like crazy, eventually catching him with a blast that took off half his face. But guess what? He survived. Simo Heha, the White Death, lived to the ripe old age of 96. Talk about a legend. Alright, let's jump ahead a few decades and head to the jungles of Vietnam. It's hot, humid, and the Viet Cong are everywhere. This is where we meet our next sharpshooter extraordinaire, Carlos Hathcock. Now, Hathcock was a different breed of badass. He was a U.S. Marine sniper, known for his incredible patience, his almost supernatural ability to blend into the environment, and of course his insane accuracy. One story that perfectly sums up Hathcock's reputation is the tale of Whitefeather. See, there was this one Viet Cong sniper who was causing all sorts of trouble for the Marines. This guy was good, like ridiculously good, and he knew it. He even started leaving a white feather behind after every kill, just to taunt the Americans. Talk about adding insult to injury. Hathcock, being the competitive guy he was, decided to take it personally. So he went out into the jungle, waited patiently for days, and finally, he spotted a glint of light through the dense foliage. It was the scope of Whitefeather's rifle. Hathcock didn't hesitate. He lined up his shot and pulled the trigger. The bullet traveled through the scope and hit Whitefeather right between the eyes, killing him instantly. It was a shot so incredible, so ballsy that it became legendary. But that's not even Hathcock's most impressive feat. Oh no, this guy took things to a whole other level with a shot so long, so ridiculous, that it still boggles the mind today. We're talking about a shot from over 2,500 yards away. That's over 1.5 miles. To put that in perspective, imagine hitting a golf ball from one end of a football field to the other, and then some. That's the kind of distance Hathcock was working with. This shot was so insane that it wasn't even officially confirmed until decades later, but it cemented Hathcock's place in sniper history. He was a true legend, a master of his craft, and a constant reminder that when it comes to long-range shooting, Carlos Hathcock wrote the book. Chapter 3. Lyudmila Pavlichenko, Lady Death. Now let's rewind a bit and head back to World War II, where we meet a woman who proved that being a badass sniper isn't just a man's game. Her name was Lyudmila Pavlichenko, and she was a Soviet sniper who struck fear into the hearts of Nazis on the Eastern Front. Lyudmila was studying history in college when the war broke out. She could have easily stayed back, maybe even used her education to help the war effort from a safe distance. But no, Lyudmila wasn't about to sit on the sidelines while her country was at war. She was a crack shot with a rifle thanks to her days hunting with her father, and she was determined to put those skills to use defending her homeland. So she enlisted in the Red Army and quickly proved herself to be an exceptional sniper. Lyudmila was cool under pressure, patient, and possessed an almost unnerving calmness that made her a natural at picking off enemy soldiers. The Germans quickly learned to fear her deadly accuracy, nicknaming her Lady Death. Over the course of her career, Lyudmila racked up an incredible 309 confirmed kills, including 36 enemy snipers. That's right, she was out there hunting the hunters, and she was damn good at it. Her story is a testament to the fact that courage, skill, and determination know no gender. Lyudmila Pavlichenko wasn't just a great female sniper, she was a great sniper, period. And her legacy continues to inspire generations of soldiers, proving that when it comes to defending what you believe in, sometimes the best defense is a well-aimed shot. Chapter 4. Craig Harrison, the 2-mile shot. Fast forward to the dusty mountains of Afghanistan where our next sniper story takes place. This one involves a British soldier named Craig Harrison, and it involves a shot so far so unbelievable that it almost sounds made up. We're talking about a shot from 2,475 meters. That's over 2 miles. To put that in perspective, imagine standing on the Empire State Building and hitting a target the size of a watermelon on the Statue of Liberty. Yeah, it's that crazy. Harrison was part of a British Army unit operating in Helmand Province, Afghanistan, in 2008. They were pinned down by Taliban fighters, taking heavy fire, and the situation was getting pretty hairy. Harrison spotted 2 Taliban machine gunners setting up their weapons in a position that gave them a clear view of the British troops. Knowing that those machine guns could tear through his comrades like tissue paper, Harrison knew he had to act fast. He took aim with his L115A 3 long-range rifle, took a deep breath, and squeezed the trigger. The bullet traveled for an agonizing 6 seconds, battling gravity, wind, and the curvature of the earth before finding its mark. The first shot took out one of the machine gunners, instantly killing him. The second shot, fired just as quickly, took out the other gunner and disabled their machine gun. Harrison's incredible double tap saved the lives of his fellow soldiers and sent the Taliban fighters scrambling for cover. His shot was so unbelievable that it wasn't officially confirmed until after a thorough investigation. They had to make sure the instruments measuring the distance were accurate and that Harrison wasn't some kind of wizard who'd bent the laws of physics. But nope, it was legit. Craig Harrison had made the longest confirmed sniper kill in history, a record that stood for over 3 years. Chapter 5. Rob Furlong, a shot for the record books. Our final stop takes us to the rugged mountains of Afghanistan, where another incredible sniper story unfolds. This time it's a Canadian sniper named Rob Furlong, who etched his name in the record books. In 2002, Furlong was part of a Canadian sniper team deployed to Afghanistan as part of Operation Anaconda. They were tasked with providing long-range support for U.S. troops engaged in a fierce battle with Al-Qaeda fighters. One day, Furlong and his spotter spotted a group of Al-Qaeda fighters moving through a mountain pass, carrying an RPK machine gun. The RPK was a powerful weapon, capable of inflicting heavy casualties on the U.S. troops below. Furlong knew he had to act, and he had to act fast. He set up his Macmillan TAC-50 sniper rifle, took a deep breath to steady himself, and lined up his shot. The distance was staggering, 2,430 meters, just shy of 1.5 miles. The thin mountain air offered little resistance, but the wind was swirling, making the shot even more difficult. Undeterred, Furlong adjusted his aim, took into account all the variables, and squeezed the trigger. The bullet flew true, traveling for an agonizing 6 seconds before striking its target, killing the Al-Qaeda fighter instantly, and sending the RPK tumbling down the mountainside. Furlong's shot was nothing short of extraordinary. It was the longest confirmed sniper kill at the time, a record he held for 3 years before it was broken by Craig Harrison. His feat cemented his place in sniper history, and served as a testament to the skill, precision, and courage of snipers operating in the most demanding environments. And there you have it, folks. The top 5 craziest, most impressive sniper shots in history. These stories are a testament to the skill, courage, and sheer determination of these individuals who operate in the shadows, making the impossible possible. If you enjoyed this wild ride through sniper history, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more mind-blowing content, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. And let me know in the comments which sniper shot you found the most insane. Was it Simo Heha, the White Death, racking up over 500 kills, or maybe Carlos Hathcock's shot that defied all logic? Let me know. For now, stay curious, stay safe, and remember, always aim high and never underestimate the power of a well-placed shot.